Hi there, guys. So it is Thursday. It's about 10:30. We have Neil. Come on over. Look at this. We're getting the celebrities in on our podcast for all the alumni. No, you go. Come around here. Do the alumni remember this man? He hasn't aged a bit. You know, he's been 30 odd years. How many years have you been now?
33.
33. I don't think there's probably any alumni watching this who don't recognise this man and are appreciative of his effort. So it's been great coming back and seeing you still working away, mate.
Good to have you back. Yeah,
awesome.
Nice one.
So, so guys, we're up in Top Bar. We have just finished our last pre-season training session before our game away at UCL. With me, a load of you have been messaging saying, like, oh, what coaches you've got working with you. One of them is my man Curtis. I don't think there's many people in Colchester football who don't know this man. Junior football at the Glads, I coached with him at the seniors. He's helped out at the Blades before, you know, so we've been very, very lucky. He's come down. I've roped him in with payment in beer to help out with the quarterbacks and the running backs. And stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, I'll apply him with a couple more, bring him up here. So Curtis, give us your overall impressions. We've had 8 sessions with the rookies, quarterbacks and backs. What's your take on it? How have you seen it?
It's been really good so far. Like we've got a lot of raw talent, like a lot of guys who can do whatever you ask them to do. The QB's great. He's doing a really good job learning what we're trying to teach him, and our good running back. We've got some good wing backs. Callum's really good, really good. He played QB on Sunday against the Glads, which for a first time ever playing QB did a great job. O-line looks unreal. We've got some absolute beasts. Yeah, it's been good, really good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, and I have to say, I mean, the mad thing is, in one of our strategies from the get-go was cross-training linemen. So we've done very, very little separately, O-line and D-line. You know, we've just had everyone going together. And, I mean, you know, it's been really cool. We've had, I think, 8 offensive linemen and a handful of defensive linemen today. And that's been pretty normal. Yeah. And the joke is, actually, I mean, I was moaning on the other one about the stupid NFL weekends where we've lost people to that. But actually, the line's never been the problem. So this, if anything, hopefully won't be the case, but this could be the first team where actually we've got an O-line, but no one will actually run behind it. Whereas normally it's the other way around. Everyone's scratching around for O-line. You know, so that's been awesome. I mean, as Curtis says, our quarterback is a guy called Danny. He was a receiver last year. I think he's in his second year. I'm sure he is.
I think so.
So he's a converted receiver. Fairly squat. What is he? 5'8", 5'9"?
5'9".
5'9". Compact, athletic. He can shift it. He cares, which is brilliant.
Yeah, puts a lot of effort in.
He does. You know, and I mean, God bless it. I mean, you two have struck up a rapport because I mean, today he looked slick, didn't he?
He's not the smiliest guy in the world, but neither am I. So we get on quite well.
Yeah. No, there's not a lot of smiles at times with these, you know, with some of these guys, but no, he does care, which is great. Curtis mentioned Callum. He's more in the Excel build mould, if you will. You know, he is somewhat diminutive. He doesn't quite have the raw physicality that Excel had. You know, Excel, you know, was a proper fearsome runner. Yeah. Callum plays point guard, I think he said, at basketball. But he is fast and he is elusive. You know, I mean, you know, he's a bit more, I don't know, maybe even like Fab was back in the day.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
No, he's quick. He's very, very fast.
You know, you couldn't tackle him in a phone box kind of thing. You know, he's Callum. He's first year player. He's been really exciting. So yeah, he's one to look out for. He's going to be one of our slot receivers.
Yeah. He's the linchpin of the offense, really.
He is. Yeah. So he's been, you know, he's been really good. And I think today's practice in general, we had a bit of a fine tune up. We didn't do, we only went lids only. I walked through a lot of the stuff with the O-line, just nailing down blocking rules and that sort of stuff. The receivers and DBs did a bit of a kind of 7-on-7 skelly look just to try and hone down a little bit on some of the different looks for the defense, which was good. Again, like I say, Curtis did an amazing job with the QBs in the backfield. Like I say, Danny's doing a great job. We've got Zion, who is a running back from the Glads.
Game changer.
He's very Casey-esque. You know, he's fast, he's athletic. You know, he really is a cut above, which is great. But also we've got Nathan, haven't we?
Yeah, I love Nathan.
You know,
You've got to love a running back who's also swapping at guard. Like, he's an absolute monster. He does everything you tell him. You tell him to do something once, and he just does it.
Yeah, he's
so good.
He's a bigger build athlete, but he's just one of those guys that is just. The other week, last session, I don't know, whatever day it was, Tuesday, it doesn't matter. We were running like a pitch play, and it weren't a great pitch, and he just reached out behind him with his big old paw and just plucked out the air. And it reminded me, for those of you old enough, of Chris Baker's interception on the D line, where he just sort of went up and just like boink. And he's just got that kind of. Nathan's just got this natural athleticism that once we find where he needs to be, he'll be absolutely unreal. You know,
Very coachable.
Oh yeah,
Very coachable.
and it was like to that effect with him. I remember one of the first sessions we had. It was great because he was directing the other rookies. You know, we were doing a drill about block destruction and making a tackle on a tackle tube. You know, and he was there. Right, Curtis, you go over here, you hold the bag, you do this. And it's just brilliant seeing somebody who's only been around for like 2 practices, taking control and just frankly giving a shit to make practice as slick as possible, which, as I've said in previous videos, hasn't always been the case. You know, it has been at times a slog to try to get to where I want us to be.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think, yeah, you know, he's going to be an exciting talent to have on board.
Big time.
So yeah, so I think on the whole it's gone pretty well, isn't it, really?
You've got a Rickafe as well. Don't forget him.
Woo! Hi, puppy.
He's a freak. Absolute monster. You know you're going to be good if you've got white gloves and white boots.
Yeah. Erika Faye, learned that name. He's so coachable. I mean, he is like 6'6", 6'7" or something. Big basketball player. He's got foot movement. But it's just that joy, guys, when you're coaching someone and they get it, and you just say, Rickafe, mate, just move your feet here a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's done. Right, next, you know what I mean? And when he puts it on you as well, I mean, he moves bodies. So, yeah, I mean, we've got, I'm going to do another little video, maybe at some point before the game, to do starting lineups, because we've got some really, really awesome talent. We've obviously talked about a few, already. But yeah, so we're on the bus early Sunday morning, assuming we can get enough thigh pads, tail pads and hip pads, which is our latest fucking drama, to be totally honest with you. But if we can get everyone in kit, I think we'll be in a pretty good position. Yeah, I reckon. You know what I mean? So there we go. Before Neil gives us the bums rush, we better sign off. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for putting the subscriptions on. Hopefully, YouTube has said in 24 hours we'll get access to live streaming. So I'm hoping to bring you some hot content from the sidelines on Sunday. God help us. So hopefully, you'll get to see something of what we're doing. But we really appreciate the support. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great evening. We'll catch you later.
See you later.